Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to go over game one between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns series. So without any more waiting, let's get straight into it. So as most of you guys know already that watch this channel, my Los Angeles Clippers have finally advanced to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in franchise history. So you guys already know how excited I am to see them play in the Western Conference Finals for the first time. But without any more waiting, let's get into this game one of the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns series. Fortunately for myself, I didn't really get to sit down and watch the whole entire game because I was at work. But when I came home and tuned into the second half, that pretty much told me everything I needed to know. It was a Devin Booker and a Paul George show. Those two, the way they were going at it, man, that's really all you needed to see. But with that being said, let's get into the takeaways I have from this game. So first things first, we got to give props to Devin Booker for having a 40-point triple-double. And not just a 40-point triple-double, an efficient 40-point triple-double. And not only was it an efficient 40-point triple-double, it was his first triple-double of his career. That's just freaking mind-blowing, man. Man, Devin Booker really deserves a lot of credit for this being his first playoffs, you know what I'm saying? He's really stepped up. He's really just showed people why he's a top 10 player in the league, if you ask me, or at least a top 15. But with all that being said, man, I got a couple takeaways for the Clippers side of things because you guys know I am a Clippers fan, so that's who we're going to be talking about, right? All right, so first things first, man. Like I said, I didn't really get to watch the whole game. I tuned into the second half, and that pretty much showed me what I needed to see. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers were just getting lit up by that pick and roll Devin Booker was running. You know what I'm saying? Every time he came off that pick and roll and he shot from mid-range, I knew it was going in. Like, it was just automatic. Like, there's no questions. I didn't have no doubts at all every time he shot it. There was even some shots where Terrence Mann would be this close to his hand while he released it, and he still made it. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous how easy Devin Booker was making it look. You know what I'm saying? That was a big problem for the Clippers. But like I said earlier, Devin Booker, man, he played a great game. There's really not much else you can say about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we do have a couple takeaways for the Los Angeles Clippers side. So just 38 hours before this game one took place between the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Clippers, the Los Angeles Clippers just came off a grueling game 6. 38 hours prior to this game one. So that's kind of unacceptable by the league for them to be scheduling the Clippers just like that close between games. You know what I'm saying? Considering that just last night the Atlanta Hawks beat the Philadelphia 76ers, and they don't play until Wednesday night, so they have like 2.5 days off rest. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up if you ask me, and that shit kind of pisses me off. But other than that, I like the way the Clippers played, man. You know, being that fatigued, you know what I'm saying? We only lost by 6 points. So that's why I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this game, or this series, I should say, just because, I mean, like I said, we just came off a grueling game 6. I don't see why we couldn't have waited another day because there's no one playing today, which is a Monday, you know what I'm saying, June 21st. There's no teams playing today. So you're telling me you couldn't have waited an extra day to let the Clippers play, dude? It's just really ridiculous if you ask me. But then again, I am a Clippers fan, so maybe I'm being biased. But, I mean, regardless if you're a Clippers fan or not, you ought to admit that's some bullshit. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? But another takeaway I have from this game is we actually might have to guard DeAndre Ayton different than we guarded Porzingis and Rudy Gobert. Just because this man, DeAndre Ayton, is a little bit more agile, you know what I'm saying? He's a little bit more better at actually guarding a guard, you know what I'm saying? He can guard the perimeter a little bit better than both those Porzingis and Rudy Gobert can do. Just because, honestly, I'm not too sure why DeAndre Ayton plays better defense. They're all around the same height. I just think, like I said, he's more agile. He's more smart on his feet. I just feel like he has a better understanding of where or how the point guards play, you know what I'm saying? Especially having Chris Paul on your team. Chris Paul is probably giving him a lot of tips and tricks on how to stay active with your feet while guarding point guards. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a big feature that these big men in the league today are going to need, because it's a guards league. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be guards taking over the league. You know what I'm saying? So these big men that are coming up in the league right now, they're going to have to get used to stepping out to the perimeter and stepping up on a player like Trae Young, a player like Donovan Mitchell, a player like PG. You know what I'm saying? He's really stepped it up this playoffs, and that's why I got to give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, that's pretty much my only takeaways for this game. Like I said, I didn't really get to watch the first half. So this game, too, I believe it's at Phoenix. It's at 9 p.m. So I'll definitely be tuning into this game to bring you guys the full details and how I feel about the game. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, because I will be bringing more basketball content on this channel. And also be sure to make sure to go subscribe to Bucket Discussions, man. That has easily got to be one of the best sports podcasts. Okay, maybe not sports podcasts, but basketball podcasts there is right now, because all three of us that are on that podcast are genuine. We all love the game of basketball, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you go tune into that if you are tuned into this channel, because I guarantee you will love it. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. Until next time, y'all. Peace.